Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I am going to be telling you the story of Prophet Nuh alayhi salam. So after Adam and Hawa alayhi salam passed away, their children always worshipped Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as the Prophet and father Adam alayhi salam had taught them. They worshipped nobody else other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But Shaitan was still angry and jealous. He wanted to take the children of Adam alayhi salam to Jahannam. So he thought of a plan. He went to the children of Adam alayhi salam in disguise and asked them about these pious people who had passed away. There were many good and pious people who had passed away in the time of the children of Adam alayhi salam. So he asked them about the pious people, and the children of Adam alayhi salam replied, they were very good people who always worshipped Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then Shaitan said, why don't you look at them and remember them every day? But the children of Adam alayhi salam were confused. So Shaitan said that you can draw pictures and leave them in your houses. That way you can remember these pious people every day. So the children of Adam alayhi salam thought this was a good idea, so they drew the pictures. So every morning they would look at these pictures and remember the pious people. The children would look at their fathers, and when these children grew up, they would turn these pictures into statues. Every morning, these children who were now grown up would look at these statues to remember the great people, while their children would watch them do this. Then, when their children became old, they did not know that the statues were just there for remembrance. So they turned those statues into idols and began worshipping them. When they prayed to the idols, it made Shaitan very happy. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was not happy that his servants were not worshipping him and instead worshipping idols. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided to send a prophet. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose a man named Nuh. Nuh alayhi salam was a very respected young man. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made him a messenger to give the people the truth. Nuh alayhi salam stood in front of the people and would call them to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and not to the idols made of stone. But the people did not like what Nuh alayhi salam was saying, so they did not listen and just laughed at him. They even troubled and hit Nuh alayhi salam, but Nuh alayhi salam did not give up. Nuh alayhi salam also told them that if they repented their ways and worshipped Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would bless them with so many good things. But they would always say to him, قَالُوا أَنُؤْمِنُ لَكَ وَاتَّبَعَكَ الْأَرْذَلُونَ, which means that they said to him, should we believe in you when only the weak and poor people follow you? Nuh alayhi salam was also called by the people to push the weaker people away. But Nuh alayhi salam made it clear that he would not drive the believers away. Did you know that Nuh alayhi salam continued calling the people to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for 950 years? But still, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not punish those who did not listen and gave them so many chances. Sometimes Nuh alayhi salam called the people individually, while at others he called to them publicly. But every time Nuh alayhi salam went to the people, they would either put their fingers in their ears or cover themselves with their clothes. After all the hard work of Nuh alayhi salam, only a few people accepted the message. Also, Nuh alayhi salam told the people that if they would not stop the evil, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would send a punishment to them. The people laughed and said, جدالنا فأتنا بما تعدنا إن كنت من الصادقين, which means that the people said, bring to us the punishment that you have promised if you are truthful. Nuh alayhi salam then made dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to punish the people and said, قال نوح رب لا تذر على الأرض من الكافرين ديارا, which means that the Prophet said, my Lord, do not leave a single disbelieving person on earth. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded Nuh alayhi salam to build a large ship, also known as an ark. After this command, Nuh alayhi salam began to build. Once Nuh alayhi salam had finished building the ark, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded Nuh alayhi salam to take aboard all the people who had believed in him, and a male and female of every type of creature on earth. Did you know that it then started to rain so much that the sky opened its waters and the earth springs gushed forth to the extent that there was a huge flood? The ark then began sailing through the waves, which were now as high as mountains. All the people who had disobeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala were now drowned. And alhamdulillah, the people who were believers and believed in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala were saved. Do you know anything about Nuh alayhi salam's family? One of Nuh alayhi salam's sons did not believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nuh alayhi salam told his son that he could join him in the ark if he believed in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then his son said to his father, قال سآوي إلى جبل يعصمني من الماء, which means that he said, I shall climb a mountain that will save me from the rising waters. Then Nuh alayhi salam told him that no one could be saved that day except those that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had mercy upon. As he was speaking, a large wave came and swept the son away. His son then became amongst those who had drowned. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Nuh alayhi salam that his son was not part of his family as his actions were not good. After, Nuh alayhi salam and his companions thanked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for saving them from the flood. Eventually, everyone came out from the ark safely. Also, Nuh alayhi salam prayed, وَقُلْ رَبِّ أَنزِلْنِي مُنزَلًا مُبَارَكًا وَأَنْتَ خَيْرُ الْمُنزِلِينَ, which means that Nuh alayhi salam prayed, O my Lord, please, O my Lord, let my landing from this ark be blessed, as you alone can make me land in safety. Finally, the ark stopped at a mountain named Judi. And remember, no one from the disbelievers survived. We have all learned some valuable lessons from this story. First of all, no matter who we are, whether we are rich or poor, if we love and listen to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then we are all special. If we just disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's commands, then our richness and beauty is of no use. For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not look at our faces or bodies, He looks at our hearts and actions. Also, if we disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and make fun of those who invite others to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, look what happened to those who made fun of Nuh alayhi salam. They are all destroyed. Nobody knows what happened to them. And you must never give up doing good things. Our duty is to keep trying. Remember that Nuh alayhi salam continued to invite his people for 950 years. Also, no matter who our parents are or whom we are related to, it matters that we are good and obedient to our Creator. And finally, remember that no one can be saved from the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala except those who He has mercy upon. And never ever forget that Shaitan is our open enemy, so never follow his steps. So always believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and always follow his teaching as he is the Almighty. Thank you for watching us. Allah Hafiz.
Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching us. Allah Hafiz.